I mean, I really think that, one of the hardest things that jurors have to contend with in medical cases, and you can certainly understand it. One is I think they go in generally with the attitude that they want to trust their doctors, I'll be the first to tell you, I think most medical professionals are good people that are trying to do the right things. And my sister's a nurse practitioner, for instance, and she just is a good-hearted person, but at the same time, whenever you go into a medical malpractice case, they have that in their mind as they want to trust their doctors generally. But then secondly, all the medicine is so confusing. Like I said, I mean, I feel like I sort of can sympathize because when I first started doing medical malpractice, I was like, what does this mean? What is that? You having to Google words all the time and things like that. So it's just, the story that Chris was talking about, it was just something about when my dad told me when I was a kid, and now granted, we know most of this venue, most of the people on our jury are religious folks, like they're church going people. And like you have to know that background, like you've got to kind of and like I said, I mean, I would never do this if it wasn't like authentically me. I think it's really important to be yourself. But I told a story about when I was a young man and my dad handed me the Bible, and I said, "Well, Dad, some of this stuff is just so incredibly confusing, And he said, "Well, son, the way that you can filter through and make good sense of all this is just to remember the guidepost, and that's Jesus loves you, do right, and when you mess up, fess up."